Guys, and welcome to another First Impressions video. Today we're going to be looking at Portal's World, which came out on the 25th of February. This is a Minecraft-esque survival game where you go, you dig materials, and you try and survive. You get waves of enemies, I assume. I've not quite got that far yet in the game. That you've got to fend off and try and defend yourself against, whilst keeping yourself powered up and researching and growing your base. So, a couple of things before we get in. There's no music and there's no menu at all. Now, it's not a very graphically intensive game, but there's no difficulty settings, there's no music settings, there's no sound effect settings, there's no nothing. Like, you get what you get. Whilst that's sort of okay for the type of game this is, I would still expect some form of an options menu, especially with the fact that the game has already been released. That being said, we're going to jump in and see what we can do with it, see if it's your sort of thing. It is very simplistic, but at the same time, it's got an interesting depth to it. So let's jump in and see what it's all about. Alright, here we are then. This is your world. As you can see, you can only see a certain amount of area around you. You've got your health in the top corner, you've got your battery power, you've got drones that you can summon, and you've got tips and your status and how good your battery is, etc. What is a bit annoying is that you've got to select whether you want to move or not. It's not an automatic move with you selecting whether you want to dig. And also you can't apparently dig down. You can only dig up and to the side. If you want to dig down, it's got to have a side that can go upwards, which is kind of annoying in some ways. You've got different materials and you dig away the walls to get to those materials. You get portals that spawn, and then I'm assuming that when the portal goes away is when the wave starts. I don't actually know. I've walled it up so that nothing can get through anyway. I don't know how effective that's actually going to be. I'm in no way ready to deal with an attack from outsiders. So yeah, in order to dig left, if I want to keep digging this way, I can't click on the top wall. I have to dig on the side wall in order to make dent. Once you get that, you've got your resources on the right hand side, and then you can start building stuff as long as you've got the items needed. Now, what is weird is if you look on the side, it'll say what you need, but what you need is on the left and what you have is on the right. And this took me a while to get used to what was actually going on, because it doesn't explain this very well. I don't know why they've done it backwards, but they've done it backwards. So that is something to bear in mind as well. And then what's really cool about this is that it is very much a step ladder. So in order to build one thing, you're going to need to build another thing, and you're going to have to research, and you're going to have to make sure you've got the right items and materials and things to get. Now, the tutorial doesn't show you, it doesn't have a diagram of what gives what minerals, so you kind of got to wing it until you figure it out. So I need lime. I have only got one piece of lime. I have no idea what gives lime. I can't remember what gives lime, so we're just digging to find out. Now, your energy does degrade over time. If you run out of energy completely, your robot dies, game over. The way that you replenish your energy is to add more battery packs. Now, I'm assuming that as your research goes on, you discover new items. You're going to realize and learn that you can get more efficient power sources. So at the minute, everything is coal. It's all like iron walls and stuff, which is fine. It's a very slow process, but as long as you can keep your power up, you've got all the time in the world. There is no like defined amount of time before you run out. The only time restraint is your battery. It doesn't do a very good job of explaining. The tutorial is a lot of text. There's no sound. There's no music. So trying to figure out how to equip my battery was an absolute nightmare, and there was lights going off and lots of flashing noises, and I didn't have a bloody clue. So it is worth noting that you're going to have to get to grips with this game, and you're going to have to work it out pretty quickly. Now, if you're used to games like this, you'll probably do that no dramas, right? But if you're not used to a game like this, that could be an issue. And honestly, the not being able to go down is a problem. Because, as you can see, there's some really good stuff here that I do actually need and want, and I can't get to because it requires going down. And that's a shame. Because it would be really cool. You also get this weird dude here that's like your chopper. You've also got to be in range of stuff as well. You've got to be within range to be able to access them. And he'll ask for stuff, but he wants gold ore. I haven't found any gold ore yet, so I can't do anything with him until I've done the requests. I can't access the store at all. Right, we've found lime, so we know what lime is. So I need 5. All right, we get all the lime, and then once you research it, you can do other stuff with it, which is kind of cool. You click on that, rust research. Okay, cool. Got that. But yeah, so as you discover these things, as you discover these items, you do more research, you get more resources. There are tooltips for everything, so it explains what it all is. The windows could do to be maybe a little bit bigger, or the scrolling to be a bit quicker. But if you like these sort of games where you just go out and you start researching and you start making a base and you work on your traps, you work on your barrels, you get smarter, you get more efficient, and then you go against these waves of enemies that are coming at you. It's kind of cool. Like, it's not bad. It's, for its first rodeo, if you like, it's not terrible. I think there are definitely some quality of life updates that it could probably do to benefit from having. But on the whole, it's not bad. I love the little designs. Like, you've got your little robots here that you can spawn wherever. I don't know what you need to be able to spawn them, but you can spawn your robots down. You can increase your knowledge of everything here. You've got lights to keep them from there. You've got your different traps that you can make. So I can see you're making quite a big fort, going against enemies, finding more resources. Obviously, there's gold to be found as well. So yeah, it's not a bad attempt. It's not a game I think that I would spend too much time on, just because there is so much text and there is no music and just doesn't give you enough feedback, honestly. But yeah, if you like games like Terraria, you'll enjoy this. That's all I've got. It came out on the 25th. Not a bad little dungeon crawler slash builder slash dungeon maker, whatever you want to call it. Check it out, guys. It's called Portal's World. It's available on Steam. Thank you very much for watching this video. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button and leave a comment as well. Subscribe if you haven't, and I shall see you all next time. Ciao, ciao.